What is your name?
My full name?
Yes.
Cynthia Lynn Robinson Hummel.
Date of birth?
2/10/1958.
Where were you born?
St. Joe's Hospital in Reading, Pennsylvania.
What did you do for fun as a child?
Wow. We always were outside playing. We played all kinds of games. Kickball. We did hopscotch,
Personal fave?
tag.
What was your personal favorite?
My personal favorite game?
Yeah.
I don't know if I had one. I like just being the.
Wait,
Did you like run the street? Like,
I liked being the boss.
So
Yeah.
wait, you were born in Reading?
Yes.
Born
in
and
Walnut
raised.
Street. Born and raised on Walnut, 900 block of Walnut.
Okay. And what did your parents do for work?
My father worked at Marshall Chevrolet. Originally it was Emerson, maybe, I'm not sure. It was owned by 3 different people, the last one being Marshall Chevrolet. And my mother worked in a sewing factory, and then she went to Albright College and worked there.
And what did you do for work?
What did I do for work? I worked at a sewing factory because I went to Votech for fashion design. Well, that was when I was in school. And then I worked there after I graduated for a while until I had my first daughter. And then I worked at Celino's for a couple of years at the retail store.
What is a Celino?
What is
A Celino.
Celino's importing? It's a Greek-Italian deli at Moss and Elm.
All right. How is life different from when you were a child to now?
Oh, wow. The whole world is different now. Things were more laid back. Life was calmer. There wasn't so much crime and hatred. It was just, you loved all your neighbors and things like that. It's not as nice now, I don't
So
think.
you think it was easier back then?
It probably wasn't, but looking back, I think it was. But for the times, we probably had our own problems, you know.
Of course.
Okay. And what type of neighborhood did you grow up in?
It was a very nice neighborhood when I was growing up there. I was located right between the Community General Hospital and St. Joe's, sort of right in the middle. So I heard ambulances constantly. That was part of my everyday life. And I was just 1 block away from Luden's, so we always smelled something. Every day they made something different. And anyone that ever came to our house to visit used to say, "How can you stand that smell?" But I think we got so used to it that...
When you mean smell, like what type, like a bad smell?
No, I think to people who didn't live in the area, maybe it probably smelled bad, but being around it all the time, maybe one day we would smell like the licorice smell if they were making cough drops, and we'd smell chocolate, and I guess people that didn't live right there weren't used to it. But
Okay, and how has fashion changed from when you were a child?
well, I pretty much grew up in the 60s. By that time I was about 12 years old, and I guess bell bottoms were coming into fashion, mini skirts.
And how has schooling changed?
Oh, I think it was probably, I'm not saying the education was better then, but I think that just going to school, it seemed like it was always a safer place then than what it is now. You didn't have the crime, you didn't have to worry about people bringing weapons to school. You didn't hear of that kind of stuff.
What school did you go to?
I started out at Amanda Stout for kindergarten through 2nd. Then once the new 10th and Green Elementary was built, I went from 3rd to 6th, and then I went to Southern Junior High, and then I graduated at Reading High School.
How old were you when you got married?
19.
Oh, that's a little early.
What did Pop do when like for work?
Oh gosh, he worked at Eastern Machine, then he went to Reading Body Works and he stayed there for about 12 years. And then from there he went to the Reading School District, and I don't remember how long he worked there, and then he went to Cartech.
He worked at a school. What
Worked
did
at the Reading School District.
What did he do?
He was a custodian.
Oh.
He worked mainly out of Northwest Junior High.
How old were you when you had your first child?
19.
And then when you had Stashi,
21.
were you working when you?
I was working when I had my first child, which is your mother. I worked up until almost the end of my pregnancy, and then I didn't go back to work again until my girls were maybe 2 and 4, something like that. And I didn't work much. I was basically a stay-at-home mom.
All right, that's it.
Yeah, welcome back. My almost cursed, but
Nice working with you.
yeah.
Are we done?
Yes, thank you.
We
nice.
didn't get very far into my life.
Well, would
It's
you like to add anything?
No, not really, I guess. But I would have been married 40 years this year, and if my husband wouldn't have passed 4 years ago, and I loved being a stay-at-home mom, I had no desire to have any kind of a career. And now I just love being at home and enjoying my grandchildren.
That's me. That's me.
So you were basically stable, like money wise.
Yeah, I'm stable.
Okay.
Yeah, you can make it out here without college, guys. Remember that.
Oh,
Oh,
did you go to college?
No, I did not, and I don't see anything wrong with vocational schools, because we need plumbers, we need electricians, we need mechanics. I mean, going to college is a wonderful thing if that's for you, but if you want to do a trade, that's perfectly okay too.
Yeah,
Will you go to college, Angie?
most definitely. Because, you got to get your partying years in,
Now don't
shut
forget,
up.
everybody, my grandson goes to Temple, and I'm really proud of him.
All right.